Hi, I'm Alexlaws. With Retirement, I Will Thrive in It, the book that I wrote to talk to you about some of the challenges that come up in retirement. You know, retirement should be really a second phase in life, a second exciting time in your life. And I want to give you some of the things that I have discovered about retirement so that you thrive in your retirement and you're just not enduring and surviving your retirement. You know, there's number one thing you've got to remember about your retirement. There's one person that you've got to be in charge of in your retirement, and that's you. You're the number one thing that can make retirement a thriving experience or a surviving experience. And with the help and things that I've discovered that are in the book, you'll be thriving sooner than later. Over time, I have met a lot of people and interviewed a lot of people and even lived around a lot of people who are retired. And I discovered many things. This book has nothing to do with financial planning. You can go discover someone else for that. But for this, I want to talk to you about how do you thrive each day in your retirement and what decisions are you going to make that will be a thriving decision to make life that much better. One of them is that I've had the opportunity to purchase several properties in my lifetime in retirement communities, and they were affiliated with homeowners associations. Homeowners associations can really give you an insight to what's going on in the neighborhood. What is the direction of this group, this gated community or this small neighborhood? What direction are they going? How do they maintenance the facility? How do they take care of the golf course? Who's in charge of the pool? All of these questions can come up, and so often people take a look at them after they've decided to purchase and they've already done it, and then they start looking into the homeowners association. One of the things in the book that I've done is come up with an assessment form. Some simple questions that can just spur on some discussion about what's going on where you're looking at investing. Maybe you're down in the desert, maybe you're on the Gulf, and you're deciding that you want a condominium or that second home, and it's tied to a homeowners association. You know, in one of the associations I purchased in, we were actually on an Indian land lease, and a lot of people would tell me, you don't want to purchase with an Indian land lease. It was one of the best investments I ever made, because over time, with the direction of our homeowners association, we were able to purchase our land ourselves. We purchased the entire lease, so now we owned more of our property. That was a really good experience for me. And if I would have been looking into this and just taken people's advice on a whim, I wouldn't have been buying there. So I'm glad that I had such a great homeowners association representing me. I have a really good voice with my homeowners association as well. So as you go through the assessment form, which we're going to do today, I want you to talk about these things, bring these things up before you ever purchase. It's okay to meet the board of a homeowners association. You can tell by their energy when you meet them for the first time whether they're even people you want to live around. And that's the great thing. When you're just buying in a neighborhood, you don't go and knock on all the doors of the neighbors and start asking them, who are you, what are you doing, what don't you do, do you have loud parties, do you have a lot of kids? But in a homeowners association, you can sort of see the rules of the road, how it's going to be when you're in there. And if you don't like it, you don't have to join. The other thing that they'll often share with you are the minutes of their meetings. The one thing I have found is every homeowners association has issues. The question is, how big are these issues? So there's unique issues for each homeowners association and what their concerns are. But if they're not that big and not that worrisome, then you really shouldn't let those bother you. The question on it is how big are their issues and would they affect you in a big way? And utilize that in making sure you understand going forward when you're purchasing. For me, it was a condominium, and I understood where the homeowners association stood and what direction they were going. And it was really a great experience. So as we look into this assessment form today, if you want, I always put in the book one of these in each chapter, and then I put extras in the back. Photocopy them, write in the book, do what you need to do, share them with friends, but start looking at the homeowners association and asking questions before you make your investment.